Notting Hill Carnival is the biggest street carnival in Europe with over 1 million people attending. Well, I've done 21 carnivals, but I started my first carnival, I think was around about 1980. We had until the following week to clear Carnival up. Nowadays we have until the Tuesday morning to clean Carnival up. So the timescales have really decreased and the pressure is on to get Carnival done. Suez do at Carnival the main clean-up of all the rubbish. We do street washing, graffiti removal, basically anything that requires cleaning in Carnival, we undertake that task. So the weeks before Carnival, normally 1 to 2 weeks, the police require us to remove all of the litter bins, grip bins, and basically any debris that could be used, or let's say is a security risk around Carnival. The step-by-step approach for Carnival starts with the crews meeting up round about 8 o'clock. They'll ascend on the depot. There'll be about 200 employees. Round about 8:30, all the management team and all the, let's say, team leaders who are managing crews will go upstairs for a debrief. Once that is complete, we let the crews roll out of the depot and we head to the north of the borough where the carnival takes place. Crews attend what we call holding areas. Now this is areas where the police should let you in, and then we'll have maybe 8 or 9 crews parked up waiting for the nod from the police, basically say that it's safe to go into the carnival area. If you think there's 1 million people attending, and as the carnival finishes they're all exiting the areas through various points. So it's important for us that we get in as quickly as we can, but also that it's safe. There are no bins in the carnival area because obviously we've been asked to take them away, so people essentially have to put all their waste on the floor. So the clean-up is basically clearing everything from the floor. We have in the past brought some bins in to trial them. The problem with that is that they fill up very quickly. People put waste beside the bins. We can't get to them then until the clean-up starts in the evening. And it actually makes it a bit harder for us, so it's easier to clean it straight from the pavement and the road. So we have a crew of 7 or 8, depending on how many people sign up for Carnival, and essentially 2 or 3 people will sweep ahead and they'll sweep all the waste into huge piles, and then we'll have a couple of guys who will be on a big plastic bath that's been modified to allow us to sweep those piles of waste into the plastic bath, and then they'll lift the plastic bath into the hopper of the dust cart, and obviously that removes the waste. So it's a manually intensive job.
Everyone just mucks in, and I'm lucky I've got really good crew. Got no one moaning, or everyone's just having a laugh. And yes, it's good. A lot of people come up to you and thank you and all of that, which is nice. You don't get that every day. We normally collect round the 300 to the 330 tonnes over those 2 days. Once the waste is collected, we take it to a recycling centre. And where we try and get round about 25 to 30% recycling. Obviously there's a lot of contamination in what we collect, but I don't think that's a bad result for the kind of waste we're collecting. Well, over the last 2 years, the nitrous oxide big bottles have appeared. Last year we collected 13,000 bottles and about 10 tonnes of waste from that. And these have to be collected separately. Now last year we weren't expecting them.
So we had a mammoth task trying to separate them from the waste, because obviously we don't want them going into the back of a dust cart for fear of explosion. This year we've put dedicated crews on, and we're estimating that we'll probably collect around about 15,000 and maybe 11 or 12 tons of waste will be collected from that. But they are becoming, and they are a real problem for us.
Move your feet.
This year was fantastic, yeah. I mean, I think Monday this year was the heaviest we've had for many, many years. But, you know, as you can see, this is one of the streets that was heavily littered during Carnival, and, you know, they've done a great job. There's so much waste, it can be overwhelming. But then it just all seems to come together. The crews work really well. But on the Monday, there's generally nearly twice as much waste. So the Monday is a much bigger event for us, and the time scale on a Monday is essential that we get it working properly, because we have to be done at the latest by 7 o'clock in the morning. We have to be ready for the shops to reopen. Residents who have gone away for the weekend, those shops, roads have been closed off, so they'll be reopened, residents will be coming back in, and they'll be expecting their parking bays to be clean, their pavements to be swept, all of the debris to be gone essentially. So once that's done, then, you know, the main Carnival clear up is complete.
After the Carnival's done, you'll have some of the residents that live on the Carnival route, they'll have loads of like maybe food waste, beer cans, all disposed of in their garden. So the council offer a free cleaning service. So then we'll turn up. So whatever waste you've got on the floor, we'll sweep it up, the food waste, broken glass. You'll be surprised what we come across, but it all gets cleaned up, and then we'll jet spray the stairs, the basements, and then we'll make it smell nice and try and make it look nice, like you wouldn't even know the Carnival had been through.
We'll also have dedicated crews around the Carnival area to remove graffiti, so that the actual graffiti crews will be there for about 3 months clearing it all. So, and then we'll have people and crews washing the pavements for the residents as well. And that's mainly in the heart of the Carnival area. My favourite bit of Carnival is definitely the end. It's just because, you know we'll have done a good job, everything's been complete, there's a lot of pressure. I know that everyone's returned safe, you know, there's been no real issues, and it's great to sort of know that and have that relief that we've managed another successful Carnival. Yeah, being part of the Carnival is a, you know, it's a real honour really. You know, we play an essential part. I think the residents by and large really appreciate what our teams achieved during those 2 nights, and then we feel that we're kind of the end piece of it. You know, we get in there, we clean it all up, everyone's had a great time during the day, and then we do our bit, and it just sort of completes the whole thing, to be honest.